How we doing, gamers? Welcome back to some more green grasses, the green grasses of plains, nothing but it in all directions. That's basically the whole gimmick of this Minecraft world. Last time, we went out mining and stuff, didn't find any diamonds, huge oof right there, so we're doing that again today. Yeah, we're just gonna get right into it this time. I don't really have a whole lot in mind, to be honest, besides where we're going to go. Now, as you know, for those of you who have seen the first episode of this series, there's a big frickin' mountain outside, and, yeah, there it is. It's pretty big. We're gonna go check it out, see if there are any big old caves in there, and, hopefully there are. Now, we're gonna want to be a little extra careful this time because, this iron pickaxe, we're reusing it again, so I'm actually gonna I'm gonna craft a third copper pickaxe just for safety. We're also gonna want more torches too. We definitely used a few of those up in the previous run right there, that's for sure. And luckily, we do have some coal lying around. I'm still in the process of smelting everything from the previous episode. That's what's going on upstairs. We only have 2 furnaces at the moment, and this is all I have to get through. So, yeah, also, I took out some pigs, as well as some other animals off camera and stuff, did a little bit of grinding, expanded the farm just slightly. Nothing too crazy, but we should be all set for food, in theory. Unless, like, we get trapped or something down there, and we starve and perish, because that can happen sometimes, you know, if you're not careful. But I think, in my opinion, I am gonna try to be very careful. I think I'm careful. Hence why we were bringing this third copper pickaxe right here. There's plenty of copper about. This is all finished. We got ourselves some food right there. I am gonna throw in another stack of copper. And in that goes. Now, what we're really looking for those of you who haven't seen the previous episode, you should probably go watch that, is we are looking for a cave that goes really deep underground, like straight down. And I thought I found that last episode, but it wasn't quite deep enough. It went down to like Y30. And there were not a lot of good ores down there. Besides the iron. I will give it credit. The iron was amazing. It was fantastic even. It was really good. I really liked having so much iron right there. It was pretty nice. We're gonna need to cut a tree. I can't have this donkey just run off somewhere while we're doing this. So, yeah, back to the base it is, I guess. I'm gonna see if I have any spare fence posts just lying around in storage right here. I might. But I am a little doubtful. Oh, would you look at that? 5 dark oak fences. We're going to take all 5 of those. We're actually going to throw those into the donkey's chest right there. I think that's going to be really helpful, just so that way we can carry those around and basically make sure this donkey won't run off, basically on the go. We place the fence post down. We tie the lead to it. It's amazing. It's getting dark out. We got to take a nap. Cat, let's see if this guy brings me something good. You need this guy to... be in this position right here. You don't want the guy sitting down, but I believe this should, in theory, count right here. There we go. Let me sleep right here, buddy. You're gonna sleep right on my lap. Thank you. Now, let's see. What do you have for me? Nothing. Hold on. I'm just gonna do a little bit of experimentation right here. That guy didn't give me anything. That's cool, I guess. Maybe it's for the best. Most of the time it's junk. Sometimes there's a chance it can be a phantom membrane, which is going to be very nice. And also a rabbit's foot too. That's another item of interest right there. While we're here too, I think I am going to put some fuel in the furnaces because it's not really doing too hot. I don't think we're going to be able to smelt a whole lot while we're gone here, assuming this chunk is loaded. If, you know, there's no fuel in there. There we go. I reckon 48 lumps of coal right there should be nice. And, yeah, more coal for this right here. I don't even... We've overflown the furnaces. We have too much coal. That's okay. I can take this coal on the go with me, so that way, if we meet, like, a mine shaft or something, I can mine the wood and then make more torches if needed. So, really clever, strategy right there. Alright, so I reckon we're gonna check out this area first, this little mountain, and then we'll work our way down in that direction if we don't find anything. I am seeing some promising caves right here, but you know, that could all just be clickbait, to be honest, because you don't know how deep the cave is until you actually go down it. I reckon we're also gonna have some ores exposed right on over here, so that's gonna be really good with all this stone visible. So far, it doesn't look like this is actually a cave in here. but I'm gonna check for ores nonetheless. But ho, what is that? That looks like a cave. Looking a little wet in there though. Hopefully it's not like an underwater cave. We're not gonna be able to do anything with those. This is a ravine. We'll take this. I'm gonna leave the donkey behind right here. We'll just leave that guy right there. And yeah, he'll do his thing. We should probably take this coal though. Anyways, going on in here, I am noticing a little bit of coal right there. And it's submerged in water, that's for sure. So there's plenty of water here. This one's a little wet as well. I'm gonna block up these two waterfalls right here, just so that way, you know, I don't have that messing with me all the time. Where is this coming from? That one's coming from a little ways up there. I gotta get that crafting table. Now I can access this coal right here very easily. Going on down here, it is a little bit hard to see what's going on, that's for sure. But I'm just gonna progressively place torches right here. This is the end of it. Never mind. It still keeps going, and it looks like we got ourselves a passageway right here. So I am gonna take some time to explore this thing. And oh boy, it's getting promising, except for the water right there. Yeah, it's water, alright. Can't use any underwater caves, unfortunately, and this area appears to have a lot of them. Searching under the water here does not look like we have anything of value, so unfortunately this ravine is going to be a dud, at least for now. When we have water breathing, I'm sure I'll come back here at some point, and we can go grab the ores that are hiding under the water, but we can't really swim underwater without the ability to breathe, unfortunately. That wouldn't go very well, in my opinion. We've got, like, a lot of waterfalls over here, like, kind of crazy stuff, not gonna lie. It really feels like an amplified world, that's for sure. I'm not even sure if those are even a thing anymore in modern versions, but we have some skeletons over here. Do not attack my donkey, thank you very much. They are shooting at it, failing to hit me, and it's not like you can put any horse armor on these guys, so yeah, I'm gonna do my best to avoid that area. Hopefully I can escape. I'd like to escape. And hopefully my donkey can heal as well. Found another cave, a creeper. I just heard a creeper drop. There it is. Would not want that guy going off on me. We had quite a lot of creeper jump scares last episode. Anyways, I found this right here, as I was saying, and it's a complete dud. Wow. I got baited right there. Look at that. That's evil. That's so misleading. That's hilarious. Alright, never mind then. I have not found anything. Oh my goodness. That's another pillager outpost. We're gonna take a quick detour for a second. That's the second pillager outpost I've seen in this world. And it's like really close to the other one that's on the ocean. Look at that. That's freaking hilarious. Hold on. I am gonna leave you behind, donkey. I don't want those pillagers doing anything to you, my dude. So you can stay back. I am gonna go investigate. We're gonna see if there are any allays here. There sure are pillagers here. Maybe some iron golems too, potentially, in these cages. The pillagers, they are absolutely no joke because they hit harder than skeletons. The crossbow, at least without any enchantments, is better than the bow, also without any enchantments. We're gonna climb to the top of here real quick and check the chest, because if there's another sentry armor trim in here, which sure enough there are, there's two of them, we now have enough sentry armor trims for a full armor suit with sentry armor trims, believe it or not. Very good stuff. We're gonna break this chest because I like chests. Maybe we'll also be able to claim an ominous bottle too while we're here. We can't use that right now, at least not with destroying the population of an entire village as well as ourselves. But, could be useful later. And would you look at that, we got ourselves some allays right here. Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. There's a dude over here who has something to say. You need to leave, good sir. Get out of here. This sword is about to break. Alright, buddies, come out, be free. Do your thing. No raid captains to be seen around here, but that's okay. It's not a huge need I have on my mind. We sure did get a lot of other good treasure right here. This is a really interesting find. I can't believe we found two pillager outposts that are so close to each other. Holy smokes. But anyways, where is my donkey? We need to go home real quick, just so I can put this stuff in a chest. Here you are, buddy. We're gonna get out of here now. I'm sure you have absolutely no problems with that. Alright, and after taking a nap, it is a fresh new day. There's a creeper outside camping right here. I'm just gonna take care of this guy real quick. There we go. Had a couple close calls on the way back. Don't know where the frick I left the lead for this guy, to be honest, but There were a little bit of skeletons back there. They were being a little annoying and stuff. So I'm just going to craft another one. And we can start smelting up more copper because this is all finished. It's amazing. So there it is. 4 century armor trims right there. Very good stuff. We also got a crossbow too. Can't forget that. This is going to be like my bow going forward right here. I like the crossbow a lot more than the bow, to be honest. Because you can lock the arrow right on in there and stuff and just shoot it with a single click. It's pretty nice, as opposed to just charging it up and stuff. And we also have the goat horn ponder. Let's play this real quick. Pretty good stuff. Not the traditional raid one that I think we already have. Can't remember what that's called. I don't really collect the goat horns all that much. I think they're a little underdeveloped in terms of features, I guess. There's not really a whole lot to do with them besides just playing the sound and see what sound it makes and stuff and then just moving on. Before this guy wanders off, we're gonna lead him right back on over here. You can see he's already trying to get away right there. It's really, really unfortunate. We really don't want that. Also, apparently I do have the lead. I'm just blind. This is another video that's being recorded early. Earlier than usual, at least. It's not like 3 a.m. or something, but like, it's earlier than usual. I usually record my videos in the evening, but I decided to do one right now, because why not? I've got a whole day ahead of me and stuff. Anyways, there's a new sword. This goat horn can just go in there. We'll probably forget about that, later. And I think we should be all set for another trip right now. Now, instead of bringing the donkey, I think we're going to do this the old-fashioned way and just run on out there on foot, as well as taking this boat here. I think that would also be just a little bit smarter, you know? It's a little bit of a watery area, and we kind of need efficiency right here. I don't really want a big frickin' video file on my drive, to be honest, but that's okay, I guess. Caves, we're going to check over here now. Already I'm seeing a ravine right there. That looks pretty dark. Doesn't necessarily mean it's deep, though. This is where we were. This is where the skeletons were. This is where I almost died, or my donkey almost died. I think I was pretty fine in there. Checking over here. Not really seeing anything too interesting, if I'm being honest. But yeah, that's basically what the inside of this landform looks like. So, for those of you who haven't seen the episode where we looked at this world, if it were a normal world with, you know, more than one biome, this is actually an ice spikes. I thought it was a shattered savanna because the shattered savannas like to generate like this, but apparently ice spikes can do that as well. So yeah, this is kind of a rare seed. There it is for you if you want to go try it out for yourself on a normal world or a plains only world or any actually biome world, because in theory the terrain should be the same. It'll just have the features of the biome, you know? So if you make it a forest only world, there's going to be a lot more trees here, that's for sure. Anyways, unfortunately, I think this landform right here might be a complete dud in terms of ores and stuff and caves and what we're looking for, genuinely. So, we're going to check out this flatter area right on over here beyond it, and we're going to see if there's anything going on here. Because there just might be, you know? I think the further inland we go away from this river, I think the more likely it'll be that we come across a cave that is not submerged in water. It looks like we're getting some more interesting landforms over there. That might also be another area of ice spikes. But not nearly as cool as this right here. Like, holy frick, dude. Like, look at that. Come on now. You're gonna tell me that doesn't look amazing? Especially that right there. We should totally climb to the top of that mountain sometime. That would be amazing. This is becoming more of an exploring episode more than anything, to be honest. But I'm not seeing any caves. Ha ha ha. Would you look at this? What is this we got here? We got ourselves a cave, that's right. Yes, sir. Is it a good cave, though? So far, seems a little promising. It hasn't ended just yet, but there's only one of it. It's not like it's collided with any other caves. Going all the way down here, it just ends. That sucks, but I did see a couple ores coming on down here. We got ourselves some iron. We'll take that. As well as some coal, too. There's a couple blotches of that just sitting around here, I believe. I want to say I might have seen some copper on here, but appears that was only a dream. Not that it's really that important. There's a little bit of copper in every Minecraft world now, that's for sure. Anyways, I believe that should be this cave completely cleaned of any ores right there. We'll head out of here and probably never come back there again. But I think this actually could be a really good thumbnail right here. I don't know. Do you reckon? Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, donkey. I forgot to leash that guy. Just because I didn't bring him. I am a goober. I didn't bring him. That's okay. I'm used to just having the donkey with me. It's okay. Don't worry. The donkey is indeed leashed. It's over there. Chunk isn't loaded. You can't see it, but it's there and it's safe. And oh man. Oh boy, I think we might have found the jackpot. After all this time, I see something that could be a really deep cave right here. This could honestly go down to deep slate in theory. I'm gonna grab this copper though first, because you know it's copper. We gotta grab it. We gotta grab every single ore. Looking down here, we do have ourselves some lava right here. Could be a little dangerous. Don't want to touch that stuff, but this looks like it has lots of potential, dude. Yep, I can't even see the bottom. I'm gonna see how deep this is. We're gonna throw a torch down there. Not the deepest thing, but that's definitely leagues better than what we've gotten so far in this video. We're gonna go on down here, and it appears that it is only one chamber. That sucks, but it's okay. I kind of got baited right there. There is another passage that might actually be good. It's a smaller one, so I do have my doubts, but that's okay. We're just gonna grab whatever we can take right here. Anyways, looking right here, we got ourselves a creeper. Definitely do not want to run into that guy, that's for sure. You can get out of here, good friend. Get out of here, yeah, that's right. This. Oh, could I be right? This could actually have potential right here. It's going down alright. It's very narrow, which means it could easily fizzle out. But it's going down, that's for sure. I mean, look at this. Like, come on. And would you look at this? This might be the one. This might be it. Right here. Holy frick, dude. I'm gonna try to light as much of this up as I can right here. Just so that way we can see what we're doing right here. Only have 9 torches left. Look at all this. Look at all these exposed blocks right here. This is fantastic. I just wish, you know, it was a little deeper. Because what's our Y level? Only 38. I could really use something like in the teens range or below. That would be ideal. So that way we could uncover some of those good ores. And would you look at this? It is going a little deeper. After nearly getting blown up by a creeper, we've come across this area right here. We've got like several caves crossing with each other. Plenty of iron too. We'll take the iron. Overall, this has a lot of potential. I like this. This is great. Oh my goodness, dude, I swear I didn't hear a thing. What the frick? Holy frick. 1 heart. Half a heart right there. Not even a full heart. Right next to this, right here. What is this? There's no way. This cave might actually be the jackpot. Holy frick. Oh my god. Nearly lost everything right there. I swear to you, the creeper must have ignited like right up here and then fallen. Why would it ignite up here? How would it even see me? That doesn't make any sense. I don't care. It didn't kill me. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna grab all this iron right here. But we have this right here. And looking down, that's definitely a very deep cave. That has to have like good ores at the bottom of it, potentially. Yeah, it's like right, not even... Oh my goodness, look at the size of this cave. It's like right below this area right here. How does it not touch this right here, though? I'm gonna dig a quick tunnel down there, hoping not to die. Because, that creeper right there, I'm assuming it was a creeper. I didn't actually see anything, I just saw the explosion. I'm assuming it was a creeper. That, like, it friggin' brought me to 1 health right there. Holy frick. Anyways, looks like we're at the bottom now. And would you look at that, we got ourselves some gold. Very nice. And some zombies. Love some zombies. Gotta be very careful not to get killed here. I probably could have gotten a music disc right there, not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna risk my life down here, especially like this deep underground. Only got 1 torch left, so we're gonna have to use this very sparingly right here. In fact, not at all, that's what I mean, because I don't want to be stuck in this pitch darkness. We found gold. That's really good. We finally found ourselves something worth having. I guess it's something worth having as in, like, it's a rarer ore. We mined that with an iron pickaxe. That's why we brought the iron pickaxe down here. That's essentially what we're looking for. Diamonds, on the other hand. Diamonds are going to be a little bit tougher to find. This is like, I think this is like a really big cave, dude. I'm just trying to navigate around here, making sure I don't fall any place I don't want to be. And would you look at that? First deep slate of the world. We've officially entered the deep slate zone, baby. Let's go. And what do we have going on down here? Another deep fall, and would you look at that? Oh, Unless my eyes deceive me. Those are some diamonds right there. We'll be back in just a minute. I gotta go mine the gold real quick, though. You know, just to make sure we don't forget this stuff. There it is. We've successfully mined the gold. Beautiful stuff right there. And look at that. It's a pretty decent amount of gold, too. It's gonna be a little helpful when we get to the nether. Addressing the diamonds down there. How are we gonna get those? Well, similar technique as before, but it could be a little more challenging right here. I'm just trying to figure out how big the roof of this cave is right down here. It's looking like the answer to that question is really freaking big. So, we might have to dig a little bit of a tunnel right here. The goal of this is just to get down there safely, because I don't have a water bucket on me. But having a water bucket would honestly make this job a lot easier than it actually is. But anyways, we've officially accessed the cave. We got redstone right next to it. Look at this. This is the actual jackpot right here. 2 diamonds. Kind of wish it was... Oh my goodness, my wish was granted. 3 diamonds. We'll take those. We've successfully got our hands on some diamonds, baby. I've been waiting my whole life for that moment. So there we go. 3 diamonds, 27 redstone. Looking around here. We got ourselves more gold. So this is good. This is a good cave right here. This is fantastic. I kind of wish I had a little bit more torches, so we better hope that we come across a mine shaft or something, but I think that's going to be just a little bit unlikely. Just a little bit. I would absolutely love to be wrong, though. Anyways, the day on that was 21, so we got diamonds on day 21. Pretty good stuff. It's looking like this goes very, very far down. Again, really trying to be careful right here. We do not want to just fall to our deaths here, because that's what these big caves are, essentially. We've got ourselves some deep slate iron right there. Not too much of it, but I think iron is actually going to be a little bit rare on these parts of the world. Or maybe not. I don't know. I can't remember. I do know that you probably can't find a lot of iron, like, near where the surface is, though. Goodness, maybe I am wrong. I think this is kind of a good spot to have iron, because that's like the 3rd little iron ore clump we've mined up right there. Would you look at that? Even more gold. We'll take it. And I just fell through a hole. Luckily, it wasn't that deep. And down here, we have even more diamonds. Very nice. We'll take that. So that's 4 diamonds. So we'll use 3 of those diamonds for a pickaxe, obviously. And I think we'll use the last one for a jukebox, because, you know, I like jukeboxes. Music is nice. I'm probably going to mainly use it off camera, though, for copyright reasons. Now, we are a little bit ways away from where I last placed my torch, so we're gonna have to find our way back out of there. So hopefully this won't be a repeat of the Birchlands where I go super deep underground and literally have to punch my way out of here. I have to punch through stone. Hopefully that's not the case, so I'm just gonna try to find my way back right here. We're just gonna mine ourselves a little passageway right here, hoping to come across something like a cave like this right on up here. Oh, never mind. And there's gravel. Gotta be very careful of that. Not gonna lie, I think we might be above the cave right now. I'm pretty sure that had to have been like a 4-block drop if I had to guess. Not really a big thing. So I am going to backtrack. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it was this hole right here in the ceiling. So we're just gonna mine our way on up there again. Now from here, I believe we can just try to wander our way out of here. We're gonna wanna go up, and that is where this cave appears to be going, so that's good. We have officially re-entered the stone layer, and sure enough, this is where we ended off earlier, so that's really good. Gotta be very careful of the skeleton, though. I think there's actually like 2 of them, so I gotta be on my toes right here. There's more gold right there, too. We'll take that. And we might die. This might be it. Oh, boy. Alright, we're ducking down here again, because, yeah. Beautiful. Absolutely fan-frickin-tastic right there. On a side note, the chunks shouldn't be loaded, so we can just literally stay away from that location for now, and it shouldn't despawn unless we go near it. But anyways, I think that's where I'm going to end the video today. Just killing myself, you know, just the usual day. Anyways, if you liked what you saw, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Next episode is going to be the episode where we try to get all that junk back. So, yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later.